everyone, welcome back to Heartbaked. Basically what happened was that some asshole named Radley or something laughed at us when we spilled all of our cupcakes. We have to appease a pastry god, um, also known as Pillsbury Doughboy, and we have to finish chopped by, or like, like, I don't know, do some like eventually we're going to have to find our true love for whatever reason, and we've just met Radley, um, some Cyclops dude, and this guy Carver. So yeah, basically that's it. Let me check it out real quick. Oh wait, I don't have to because you are a dirty liar. Oh no! Don't mention dirty today unless you want to see my wrath. Because we dropped our cupcakes. Ha ha ha. Your wrath. Ha ha. Oh. Your what? Because he's French and he can't say the H. I mean it, little tart. Beat it. I did make your stupid cupcakes, but Pastry God decided to enlighten Radley with yet another idea for his pranks. No more. The news of the word Radley was enough for me to fully grasp the situation. Still, the order was made since my goods did not make it. I demand a refund. What? I would like your body. The audacity. The audacity of this dwarf. Is everyone a dwarf or what? Listen here. Listen here. I don't know your little crafty schemes. You're fully aware of the abyss between your level and mine. Oh, he's a dwarf. I did not realize it. I thought, okay, dwarves are always like American, but that would be like my voice, so whatever. Abyss? No, I wouldn't call it abyss. More like the whole universe between you and me. Sometimes I wonder why I even bother. I could have just quit, went on holiday far, far away, and never come back. Like I was saying, I can't comprehend why you'd want to compare mine and your pastries. Hey, you're still competition? I need you to check how much you're faring every now and then. Besides, you have some talent. Ugh, I cannot believe I just said that. But yes, I must scrutinize your progress. Carver! Maybe I was wrong to perceive him as my arch rival. Maybe you could tutor me, maybe. Dunno when to strike with my bakery genius to take you down. I could go and cry myself to sleep. Yeah, that sounded like. Oh, yeah, that sounded like a good idea. Ah 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 ah. Oh, 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 whoops. Oh, oh, oh. Are you quite done yet? Don't underestimate my lung capacity. I could go on and on. But I still, that sounds like a dirty joke. Lowbrow. Oh, these like the classic bagels or whatever, how they used to be. Whatever. I still demand a refund. I am a victim in this galling situation. Absolutely not. Do I think I'm running a charity? Besides, you could have very well baked yourself far better cupcakes than me. Yes, I could. Oh, this game, even if I don't like make it to a choice, there are choices. Like there are 9 endings, and basically the way I react, even if like I pick a dude and I don't react the way he wants, then there's gonna be another ending, which I assume is like what, maybe like 2 endings. So like one's good, one's bad, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, check it out. This is really cute. I'm gonna keep playing like a little bit longer. What? Like, I just started, so yeah. Um, but why should I turn down the chance of free food? I am not that picky. Oh, just look at the time. It's already past go away time. You're not welcome here again. What? The audacity to punish me from this rundown shop? Bye bye! I slammed the door. How are you gonna run a business like that? Like, you gotta be accepting, unfortunately, but whatever. I slammed the door quickly behind Carver. I slid to the floor and grunted in my situation amongst all the cupcake icing because I didn't know how to clean things. I didn't want to do anything else, but all these three sucked all my remaining energy out for the day. Went upstairs. Good, just go to sleep. Sun is setting. What? How long were you with them? Okay, sun is setting, silly me for thinking I could achieve anything at all today. Well, oh well, I might as well skim through my recipe book. Still had my grandma's scent. I contained all of her knowledge as well as all of her predecessors was contained here. What is all this recipe? I've already bookmarked the recipes I wanted to make the most in some time in the melodies, but the new one, why hadn't I seen it before? Ew, what was this cream doing here? Not gonna say it. All smeared across the page. I must have glued them together. Hopefully, it wasn't Radley. Well, let's see what this recipe is about. Heartbaked, the ultimate cake for all you connoisseurs. Have you heard of the term put your heart into something? Well, folks, in this recipe, you could do that quite literally. Excuse me! I can just picture the petrified face you're making as you read. My dear chef, I've discovered this recipe long ago by accident, really. Long ago by accident, really. One day I was banking as usual when my dear husband arrived straight from work. Even though we had been together for 10 years, our love had never melted. On that fateful day, he decided to give me some flowers as a surprise. That's really annoying. That he found on his way home. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. More of this bull cake. For dear muffin dough, when does this story end? Yeah, we get it. Cakes, muffins, desserts. Oh, here we go. In short, because of the love of the cake witness, it turned itself into the tastiest, softest, and sweetest pastry ever to be made. Oh, well, look at that. Heart-baked. Piece of cake you shall be made by me, the great ginger. Thanks to this cake, everyone would worship me at the festival. Adore me. And Carver would just eat his shoes from the fury. There's no way I could let this chance slip away. Besides, it couldn't be that hard to make, right? Ingredients check. I had all of those, almost. I had no love. Well, maybe my love for my work will count. I'm so alone. No, Ginger, you are forbidden to think like that. I shook my head, determined, and squeezed my fist tightly. How hard could it be to get someone's love? Pfft, nothing that I couldn't handle. Village boys, here I come. Wah, 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 wah. Wait, I had no time to meet someone new, so that left me with. Well, you just met them, so it's not like it's gonna be that hard. Like, do you have to fall in love with them? Ha 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 ha. I couldn't cry. Tears wouldn't improve my situation. I mean, everyone had some positive aspects towards them, right? And they were quite a catch, too, right? Look at Radley. He was so Radley. Yep. Benjamin, whose family was sheep, and apparently he had no knowledge of bathing, score Ginger. And lastly, Carver. Little baby strudel elf, who couldn't help yapping and screaming. I was swooning already. I'm going to sleep. I didn't want to think about these dorks anymore. Oh. Oh, gotcha. I woke up with a heavy heart. Oh, it was 5 a.m.? That was new. I'd never been an early bird after all. The daunting task of choosing the best jeans for my sweet baby cake. What? I wondered if the jean. The, I'm still reeling. If the cake was going to resemble its father. Okay, stop with the joke. I definitely couldn't wake up this early. My brain was unable to work in this environment. I grudgingly scrambled to my feet, deciding to. Oh, cool. See? Choices. And little crepes. Clip. Hmm. Squash my rival. I let out an evil giggle as the best idea popped in my head. I would woo Carver. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, whatever. He was like I looked at him and I was like, I want that one. But now it was his personality. As long as it's not like Radley, I'm good. Little Boo Radley. It was the perfect plan. I could crush him with my incredible baking as well as make him love me and humiliate him in the process. Oh. A laugh escaped my lips as I got ready for the day and started heading downstairs. This was going to be great, amazing even. This recipe was going to be the perfect excuse to truly show Carver who is top baker around here. I skipped through the bakery, humming a jolly tune to myself. I stopped in my tracks as I realized that Radley was coming in today. What to do with him? I only thought about it for a second before shrugging. When he saw the door was locked, he'd probably just leave anyway. When I stepped out into the morning air, a light breeze blew past me and I smiled. A perfectly beautiful day to begin my plan to crush Carver. Now, where would he be? Probably lazing about somewhere knowing him. Little Strudel was almost never working. That sounds like a cute nickname, actually, so I'm not really sure that you hate him that much. I had to wonder just how he kept his bakery afloat. Ooh, excuse me. Yawn. Here, Carver. Let out another laugh as I wandered towards his bakery. Might as well start there. It was a short walk across town to his tiny shop. Little tiny shop to match his dwarfish shelf. Ah! I stood in front of his shop and tugged at the door. It didn't move. How do I know he wouldn't be here? I let out a small sigh and pouted. Then I turned to walk towards his house. No matter, this won't stop me. Carver's love will be mine by the end of the week if it's the last thing I do. I stopped into the forest and walked casually to Carver's house. He lived in a large tree that was only 5 minutes down the path. When I was standing in front of his house, I smoothed out my skirt and banged on his door. Then I waited. Love me, please love me. Carver, I know you're in there, you little pancake. See, I'm not convinced that she's like turned off by him. Like these things are really cute. These nicknames. There was no answer. Of course he wouldn't be here. The one single time I'd actually want to see him, and he's nowhere to be found. I let out a huff and crossed my arms. All right, Ginger, think where would the dwarf be hiding? It wasn't like he had any friends. Maybe he fell in an anthill and couldn't get it. That was it. Ha 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 ha. I laughed myself and walked back. He has to be here somewhere. I walked towards the fountain and looked around. I had no idea where he could be. Ah, this is such a waste of time. I pouted and sat on the edge of the fountain. Had the pastry god forsaken me? Oh, damn it, I forgot his voice again. Ginger! I picked up at the familiar voice and turned to see Radley walking towards me. There you are. I was worried something happened. You almost never leave the bakery. He bounced out for a little bit and grinned at me. I never have the time for this, but Radley might know where Carver was. Hey, Rads, you wouldn't happen to know where the pancake is, would you? Pancake? Carver. Why would you want to find him? He paused for a second, and by the look on his face, it was obvious that he was thinking hard. Is that a lava cake? I'll put this down. Love it so much. He paused for a second, and by the look on his face, it was obvious that he was thinking hard. Oh, are you trying to make sure he isn't around so you can prank him? Can I help? He grew visibly more excited as he bounced a few times and clapped his hands together. He was so childish. Yeah, sure. Have you seen him? Nah, but I know where he isn't. He let out the most evil laugh and I've ever heard from Radley. He obviously wasn't going to be any help. Yeah, this is Ness's bakery. Say, Rads, why don't you get a head start and plan some sort of prank and I'll be right here. A huge grin grew on his face and he jumped up. Alrighty, Ginger. I'll plan something awesome and we'll get caught again. He ran off and I let out a long sigh back to my quest of finding the pipsqueak. I stood and glanced around. He was nowhere to be seen, but ooh, the shop was having a sale. Yes, please. Yes, please. I skipped forwards and entered the shop gleefully. Mama needs a new pair of heels. I pranced around the racks with beautiful shoes and finally found a pair of light cream heels that would look amazing with this one skirt I owned. After buying the shoes, I walked out into the square and decided to head over to Carver's bakery and see if he's actually needed to work. You there, girl! A short, angry-looking woman marched over to me. She looked like she was ready to keel over any minute now. Yes? She stood in front of me and placed her hands on her hips, huffing and puffing like a mad woman. You need to come and help me carry some bags this instant. She glared at me, and what was wrong with her voice? I'm so sorry, ma'am. I don't really have... What's wrong with her voice? It's perfect. Shut up, Ginger. I'm sure you can find somebody else. How dare you? Have you never learned to respect your elders? Did your parents raise you to be an unconscious brute? Excuse me? Fine, I'll stop your yapping. I guess I can help you. That's better. Now come. She ordered me around like I was a dog and I had to keep myself from growling at her. How dare she? I followed her to a pile of boxes and raised an eyebrow. You need to carry these to my house. Chomp, chomp. I glared at her again and let out a small grumble before picking up as many of the boxes as I could. They were tall enough that they blocked my vision, and I waited for the old woman to tell me where to go. Hurry up! Her voice came from ahead of me, and I tried to catch up to her. She had better be grateful when I'm done with this, or else I might just accidentally drop something. I can't exactly see where we're going. There was no reply. I turned around to see her. Hello, whoa! The top box fell to the ground, followed by the second box. They were both broken open to reveal garbage. What is this? I glared and spun around to find the old lady, but she was nowhere to be found. I knelt down to quickly put the garbage back in the boxes, and then I left them there. And wait. I double-checked the area and traced my steps back to where I'd started. Where are my new shoes? That old prune must have stolen them. And then that's it for Heartbaked. If you're very interested, you can download the game. I found it on itch.io, but I'm very sure that you can find it in other sources. Thank you so much for watching, and this is all for Heartbaked. Thank you.